Welcome to today's audiobook podcast. In this episode, we will take a journey through the life of the 14th Dalai Lama, one of the most recognized spiritual leaders in the world. Born in Tibet, His Holiness the Dalai Lama's life has been one of both immense challenge and profound wisdom. Drawing from the Book of Joy, a powerful dialogue between him and Archbishop Desmond Tutu, we'll explore his journey and his insights on joy, suffering, and inner peace. Let's begin. Chapter 1: The Birth of a Spiritual Leader. The story of the 14th Dalai Lama begins in 1935 in a small village in Tibet. He was born as Lhamo Thondap into a humble family. Even as a young boy, his life would take a turn that many could never have predicted. At the age of 2, Lhamo Thondap was recognized as the reincarnation of the 13th Dalai Lama, one of Tibet's most revered spiritual leaders. This recognition led to his journey away from his family and into the monasteries where he was trained to become a Buddhist monk. The Dalai Lama's early life was marked by spiritual training and an unwavering focus on compassion, wisdom, and the principles of Tibetan Buddhism. Chapter 2: A Journey of Training and Learning. From a young age, the Dalai Lama was immersed in the study of Buddhist philosophy and Tibetan culture. As he entered monastic life, he faced intense spiritual and intellectual training. He was taught about the Buddha's teachings, compassion, and how to live a life of peace and wisdom. Throughout his childhood and adolescence, he studied scriptures, philosophy, and meditation. He also began to understand the weight of the responsibility that came with being the Dalai Lama, the spiritual leader of Tibet. But instead of feeling burdened, he embraced the role with a sense of duty and humility. His education was rigorous and demanding, but it shaped the foundation of the Dalai Lama's spiritual and philosophical outlook. In his later years, he would share many of these teachings with people around the world, emphasizing the importance of kindness, compassion, and forgiveness. Chapter 3: The Chinese Invasion and the Escape from Tibet. As the Dalai Lama was still in his late teens, Tibet underwent a dramatic shift. In 1950, China invaded Tibet, leading to an occupation that would change the country and the Dalai Lama's life forever. At the age of 15, he was thrust into a leadership role as the head of both the spiritual and political life of Tibet. Despite his youth, the Dalai Lama was faced with the immense responsibility of defending his people and preserving Tibet's independence. However, as the political situation in Tibet worsened and China's control grew stronger, the Dalai Lama made the painful decision to flee his homeland in 1959. In the middle of the night, he left Tibet, crossing the treacherous Himalayas to reach India. This marked the beginning of his life in exile. Though he had to leave behind his country, his people, and his spiritual seat, the Dalai Lama remained steadfast in his mission to protect Tibet's culture, religion, and traditions. Chapter 4: Life in Exile and the Global Mission. Living in exile was not easy for the Dalai Lama, but it gave him a platform to spread his message of peace, compassion, and non-violence to the world. In India, he established the Tibetan government in exile and worked to preserve the rich culture and traditions of Tibet. The Dalai Lama also began traveling internationally, meeting world leaders and speaking about the importance of human rights, religious freedom, and compassion. His peaceful approach to the struggle for Tibet's freedom earned him the respect of people worldwide. In 1989, the Dalai Lama was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for his non-violent struggle for the liberation of Tibet and his efforts to promote peace and human dignity. This recognition was a testament to his unwavering commitment to peace and his ability to inspire others with his message. Chapter 5: The Pursuit of Joy. One of the central themes of the Book of Joy is the pursuit of joy, a concept that has been a core focus of the Dalai Lama's teachings. In his discussions with Archbishop Desmond Tutu, He shares that joy is not something external but an internal state of mind that can be cultivated through practices like compassion, gratitude, and forgiveness. The Dalai Lama believes that true joy comes from within, not from material possessions or fleeting pleasures. It is a result of living a life rooted in kindness, empathy, and a deep connection to others. He encourages people to shift their mindset and embrace joy, even in the face of challenges and suffering. His teachings highlight that suffering is a part of life, but we have the power to choose how we respond to it. By fostering a mindset of compassion, we can transform suffering into an opportunity for growth and connection. Chapter 6: The Importance of Compassion and Wisdom. Another key aspect of the Dalai Lama's life is his emphasis on compassion and wisdom. Throughout his life, he has shown that compassion is the antidote to much of the pain and suffering in the world. Compassion, according to the Dalai Lama, is not just a feeling, but a way of acting. It is about helping others, understanding their pain, and offering kindness without expecting anything in return. His wisdom comes from both his deep spiritual practice and his experiences as a leader in the midst of adversity. The Dalai Lama teaches that wisdom is knowing the interconnectedness of all beings. When we understand that we are all connected, it becomes easier to act with compassion and to seek joy, not just for ourselves, but for others as well. Chapter 7: The Dalai Lama's Legacy. Over the decades, the Dalai Lama has become a symbol of peace, compassion, and resilience. He has inspired millions around the world to live a life of kindness, to embrace challenges with courage, and to seek happiness through self-awareness and compassion. Though he has faced immense personal loss and hardship, his message has remained one of hope and love. He has shown the world that even in the darkest times, we can choose to act with love, kindness, and joy. The Dalai Lama's legacy will be defined not just by the political struggles of Tibet, but by his enduring commitment to bringing peace to the world and encouraging each person to discover their own joy, rooted in compassion and wisdom. Conclusion: a life of joy, peace, and compassion. The 14th Dalai Lama's life is a testament to the power of inner peace, resilience, and the pursuit of joy. From his early days as a spiritual leader to his exile and worldwide mission for peace, he has remained a shining example of how one person can make a difference in the world. His teachings on joy, compassion, and wisdom continue to inspire people of all cultures and backgrounds. His life reminds us that true happiness doesn't come from external sources, but from within, through our thoughts, actions, and the love we show to others. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. May his teachings of peace and joy continue to guide you on your own path.